They'll just kill any animal and they'll spill the blood on the stone, or maybe pour libation with gin.
So my question is, killing blood on the stone, I think about like when the Hebrews were,
They were doing all those things.
Putting their blood on that stuff.
Yeah, do you think, I mean, at that time, I guess Africa didn't have all these different countries. Do you think that information spread there? Do you think that, I mean, how did they come to that conclusion? We're going to kill a chicken and spread the blood. I mean, how did they come to this conclusion? Do you think it was Hebrew influence from that time? Or
yeah,
no?
they have, Africa was in existence. Even in the Bible, like we have some countries like Sudan and those stuff. Yes, and even if you take the Ashantis or the Akans, Akan means, Ashanti is part of the Akans. Akans, we have Afanti, we have an Akan, that is a majority group in Ghana. When they trace their root from the northern part of Africa, around the Horn, somewhere in Ethiopia and Sudan.
Yeah, Moses' wife was a Cushite, and that was African.
So that was where their root is from. So they migrated to the central part of Africa. Let me say the western part of Africa. So our root is from even the Ashanti, some people even say that they are traced from the Israelites. That is what they believe. So rare Jewish people are black people. They are not white people. Even if you go to Egypt, the pharaohs, if you go to where they bury the pharaohs, all the pharaohs were black. But if you watch the movies, every pharaoh is white. They're just trying to change the perception. That is wrong. Yes, it's true. If you go to where they bury the pharaohs, all of them are black pharaohs. But in the movies, you all see white pharaoh. They are just trying to pharaohs are black. Where I believe that Jesus Christ was black in a way. No, yes, it's
the Bible says his feet were like bronze.
Yes, and even Solomon was even a black person. As there is a chapter, a scripture in the Bible, Solomon stated that black something. Yeah, he was a black person. Yes, so so let's continue. So that is Japanese mortar, similar to the Italian mortar, captured from the Japanese in the World War II. So please, we are kindly moving here to the next.
Can you get pictures of us?
Any questions here? Oh, so these symbols, and this one, let me explain some few ones to you.
Pastor uses that.
Oh, join us. Be part of the talk, okay? Feel free and answer the question. Okay, feel free and answer the question. So this symbol is one of my favorites. It means, in our language, we call it mojamule drusinsu, which means blood is thicker than water. Yeah, so let me attribute it like, imagine she's your sister and I'm your friend. If I offend you, your sister offends you, whom will you forgive easily?
Right.
Your sister, right?
Right.
Yes, so blood is thicker than water. Okay. I'm glad that is it. And this one too is symbol of humility. And this one is symbol of, they call it, in our language, we call it denchamechi, which means back of a crocodile. It's a symbol of adaptability. You can see that.
Durability.
Adaptability. You can see that the crocodile can live in the water, it can live on land, it's more like an amphibian. So human being be like a crocodile. Like when you're in Africa, a show like you feel the hot and the sun, but you need to adapt to it, yes.
Do you know what that means?
Next one?
Yeah,
the last one? Actually, I know the meaning of this, but the name is long, so I always get the name wrong. They call it, I don't want to call it, they call it Gentian Fonchum. Forget about the name. But what? The name is long, but I know the meaning. It is for lizard. They all have one stomach. If one person eats the food, because they share one bill, all of them will be satisfied.
So you don't have to be greedy.
Yes.
Because we all have the same stomach.
We all have the same stomach, yeah.
So when you eat and I eat.
The last one, I don't know the meaning. The last one, I don't know the meaning and definition. Yes. But I know like this one, symbol of courage. This one is called pempasi, a symbol of steadfastness and readiness. Yes. And this one means spider. It means anas. It stands for wisdom. That means wisdom is natural. Use it very well. If you misuse it, you cannot go to the grocery shop or any place to buy it. So you need to get a favorite. Okay. So we are moving on here to the next place. I hope you enjoy the tour.
Okay guys, let me go on and catch up with the rest of the tour. Just trying to show you some medals real quick and let me catch up with them. Come on guys. Come on YouTube. Roll on.
I guess grenade discharger here. Americans call it new mortar. But the Japanese were calling it grenade discharger. Yes. To discharge that is grenade discharger. Americans have some now. They got their own new mortar. And the Japanese call it grenade discharger, to discharge their grenades. And we have crash helmet, spade or shovel over here. And there's Japanese machine gun, called light machine gun. This is cartridge or magazine.
Yeah.
It takes the maximum of 30 bullets, if they load the bullet, they put it there so that they can shoot. All of these are machine guns used in the World War. Yes, used in the Second World War. Among the machine guns, this one is the most powerful one. It's called Brother machine gun. It is very powerful. It is used to fight aircraft. It's anti-aircraft. It's automatic.
Oh, the big guns.
Yeah, you can see the diameter of the bullet, 12.7. That means if you're gonna create a hole in you, so you should fight. And imagine. And those in the aircraft on one, this one is set to put the people on the land.
Yeah.
And we get the bazooka.
Don't start that, won't be none.
No, this is bazooka.
Sorry to be going through so quickly, guys. Trying to keep up with it. Gotta keep up with the tour. Sorry about that.
Yeah. So that is a bazooka. But in Ghana, we don't use a bazooka, we use a kabusta from Sweden and RPG from Russia. And when you were coming, the cars and tanks in front of the museum, these are the bombs that it uses. And we got some hand grenades here. The second one, that is how live grenade looks like. You can see that we have a round ring or pin over there. If I take off that round thing, we need 8-10 seconds to explode.
It's not still alive now.
Oh, it's been deactivated. I think they feel and Kwame Nkrumah, the first president of Ghana, his wife was from Egypt, called Fatia Nkrumah. So Fatia was also related to the Egyptian president called Abdul Gamen Azzo. So they were good friends. So Gamen Azzo came to Ghana in 1860. Then he brought this weapon as a gift to Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. It is called submachine gun. And the emperor of Ethiopia, Haile Selassie, he was a good friend with Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. Kwame Nkrumah, Haile Selassie, Abdul Gamen Azzo, Patrice Lumumba, they formed the OA, which is now African Union. They have an idea to unite one Africa. Yes.
So the AU was their brainchild.
Yes, it was OA, which later became the AU.
Oh, it's OA.
So Haile Selassie came to Ghana in 1860. Then he presented this thing as a gift to Kwame Nkrumah. It is the most expensive thing in this museum. It is a shield and a spear.
What did they estimate the worth? Excuse me. What did they estimate the worth for the?
For that one, I don't know. They didn't tell me, so I don't know.
Okay.
But it's the expensive thing, yeah. From Haile Selassie. And Ghana is part of the United Nations, the UN. So we go for peacekeeping missions. Yeah. This one to Kwame Nkrumah weapon that he was using. So, yeah, the Liberian Civil War, Ghanaians were just ready to maintain peace in Liberia. That was in between the years 1980 to 1989. So we captured this weapon from the Liberian rebels. The one who was the war, Charles Taylor, is in prison. He's in UK. They've been in prison in the UK since 2012, 50 years in prison. So all of these weapons were captured from the Liberian rebels. But now there's peace in Liberia. Yeah, there's peace over there. Just that we are poor. This is the quest for peace. Yes. Ghana, our first peacekeeping mission that we went was in Congo. Congo Kinshasa. Yeah. This one is Congo Kinshasa. We have to go to Africa, Brazil, and Asia. But this one is Congo Kinshasa. The next is a lot of them about this mission. And we also captured this card from the Congolese people. But in Africa, we wanted to do. Yes. There is a tribe in Congo. The name of the tribe is called the Mutsumi Mukulu. The Mutsumi Mukulu tribe in Congo, whenever they are going for war, they believe that if there are 3 male virgins, let me say a male who have never answered before, if 3 of them were this and lead all the rebels, if you shoot them, they will never die. That is why they live inside. Yes. Mutsumi Mukulu. Oh, it can work, but once it's not from God, it will fail them at a point in time. Suppose that it have worked or
That was my question. So when it didn't work, did they realize there's something wrong with this?
The reason is like, you say it's an ammo, by this time it's a spiritual ammo. You just put something in your head and believe that somebody will just shoot you at your heart, you will not die. That's what they were believing.
But when somebody did shoot them just in their leg and they hit their vein, they died.
Yeah, but that's what they believe, yeah. And Ghanaian soldiers, we also went to Rwanda to Rwanda to partake in the peacekeeping. There was a civil war in Rwanda, and it is one of the most recent bloodiest genocide in the world. That was from 1980 to 1994 against the Hutus and the Tutsis. The genocide was deadly that when the civil war started, almost 1 million people were dying in Kigali, the capital city of Rwanda. Yes. The Hutus were killing the Tutsis, the minority like cockroaches. These are some of the genocide weapons that the Ghanaians soldiers captured. Machete, see the rebel catch you, ask if you want long sleeve or short sleeve. If you choose long, you cut off your hand. Short, you cut off your foot. If you don't choose one, they'll kill you. Sickle. In Africa, we use a sickle to harvest cocoa or rice. But imagine a reverse or rebel, we cut a pregnant woman and then we will kill her. But I want to make fun of her. Just to touch her. So you gamble to know the sex of that one child. I would say it's a male, you say it's a female. How do you know? We use a sickle to divide the stomach and bring that one child out. It was savage. Yeah. Head bastard. They used to strike your head, you bleed to death. Because of the nature of the genocide, all United Nations soldiers were retreating back to their countries. But the Ghanaian and the Canadian soldiers stayed to maintain peace over there. This man, he was the head of the Ghanaian army in Rwanda. He's called Brigadier Kwame Ahido. He's still alive. He's now a lecturer at the Kofi Annan Peacekeeping Center in Accra. His father is a former Indian secretary. There's his uniform, his working boots, and his commander's stick. Ghanaian soldiers, we've been in about 30 countries for peacekeeping. As I'm speaking, we are in 5 countries now for peacekeeping here. So all of the soldiers that you see are the contingent commanders and the commanding officers. So lead our soldiers to peacekeeping. And these are currencies of the places that we prepared for peacekeeping before, including Yugoslavia, Uganda, and those stuff. Yes. So we are kindly going to the next place. Please, any questions here?
Was that name in the Jew?
That is no. This one is a secretary. So we are all moving here. Mama, any question? Eric?
No.
Okay. Any question? I don't.
Gotta go, guys. Thank you.
Are you okay?
Yes.
So you are recording me about Ashanti.
I'm trying to get as much as I can.
Okay, we can get closer if you don't mind. Okay, good. So those who just joined us, the Ashanti war story, I am coming to continue. In the year 1900, the Ashanti led the Ashantis to defend the Golden Stool, which is known as the Ashanti War. So the Ashanti and his men, they trapped the British in this fort for several weeks. So the British Governor Oxon, and his soldiers, they were here. They besieged them from 25th March, April, May, June, July. They were able to break the siege somewhere in July. So most of the British died from starvation, cholera and malaria and those stuff. But the reason why the British were able to defeat the Ashantis was that some of the Ashantis were betrayers, they were traitors. They preferred the British to have power over them, to rule over them, than the Ashanti being their own king.
Wow.
Yes, so they sneak into the fort and they showed the British the Ashanti war strategy. So they even wrote a letter. The letter, they wrote it in the French language, and they gave to the Ashanti betrayer that he should take the letter to Cape Coast Castle. And what was in the letter was that they were calling for reinforcement, relief column, more soldiers for them to come and fight against the Ashantis. So they came with almost 1,005 soldiers, some from Syria, Nigeria, South Africa, India. When they came, the Ashantis couldn't resist anymore. That made the Ashanti to surrender. But the Ashanti was surrounded with a fake golden stool. She surrounded with the golden stool, but not the original golden stool that came from the sky. Although it was made of gold, but not the original one. Yes. So when they arrested the Ashanti, they brought the Ashanti to this source, served for the condemned prisoners. But before they brought the Ashanti here, almost 400 Ashanti men died here. You be here till death. They can shoot you and kill you, but they want to torture you. No food, no water. The reason why Ashanti survived here was that every day they feed her with a bowl of porridge, or they will leave her to walk around for some few minutes to get fresh air. She stayed here for 14 days, and they took her from here to Cape Coast Castle. While she was in Cape Coast Castle, so that Ashantis were from here, fighting over and over for them to release the Ashanti. Then finally they took her to the Seychelles Island. Ashantis cannot cross all those countries and even the sea to Seychelles. So we are all going inside and take a look at the Ashantis really suffered before they died there. Year 6 and year 620. I think we are less than 10, so we can all be here. Okay. 10 people, so we can all be inside. 10. 10, eh? I just want us to remember myself. Who's random? Are you here?
Thank you.
So I think how many years? You can all be there. 10 people.
Oh, wow.
So you
Man.
You drink, you eat, you do everything.
Boy, oh
Can you come the
boy.
light for me? Few seconds. Few seconds, yeah. So this is how the place was like. So the British were cruel that as many as 10 Ashanti soldiers were kept here.
Blinding.
So they fested
You ain't
their
never
own
lied.
movement until that gradually took them. And one certain is that if one person died, they don't take away the dead person unless some of you are dead before. So you can imagine.
The smell.
I got Senate oils on, people.
Yeah. And sometimes even before they bring you inside, they would have stabbed you. So they will be bleeding. That is going to consider.
Wow.
That is going to
That's crazy.
Shame to yourself, keep focused.
So I used to call here. So I used to call here heaven and hell because the Ashanti slaves will be dying here, not slaves. The Ashanti warriors will be dying here, and the British governor will be sleeping here. That is his bedroom.
Okay.
Chilling over there.
Wow.
So these are the greatest.
Troll freak.
You see, but it's not part of the edition. We won't do a talk about it. So this is the Ashantis there. Betrayers, the traitors who betrayed Yas Antoine and the Golden Stool. When the war ended, they were accompanying the governor to the castle, to the Cape Coast castle. So those people, they never returned to Kumasi. They were scared they can also call them because they betrayed them. All of these people.
They were traitors, the ones in the picture?
They traitors, yes, they were the traitors. They
Oh,
betrayed
wow.
Ashantis. So they took the picture of the British government.
Were they Ashantis?
They were Ashantis themselves.
Oh, sellouts.
They were Ashantis. So you can see Governor Frederick Upson sitting with all of the British Ashanti chiefs who betrayed Queen Yas
Whatever
and
happened to the end the whole golden stool? Whatever happened to the... Is it still really gold?
It's still really, but still there. It comes out from like this. I'm gonna show you a picture of the building right here. She never came back. It was more like the war was like because she commanded them to fight against the Ashantis.
Wow, the traitors. Wow, betrayed the Ashantis
Because he has
in favor of being colonized by the British. And these are the photos of them. And then by the day's terms, we call them sellouts. How about that?
She didn't come here, but she commanded them to fight against the Ashantis. But the British gave Yas Antoine this name, Supreme Military Commander for all African nations.
See how they recorded it here?
See how they spell the name. That is why we've made a rectangular this thing. We take it from a book. They pretty much they say Asantua. So if you see how they spell it, just so officer. I don't know what was wrong with it, but Asantua was from a just so. But we wanted the real content. That is why we put it in that original one from the British. Yeah. So you can see she asked under orders General Asma, the king
Like
of
Asamoah or
Isi.
something.
It's General Asamoah, and this is Kweku of Asiasi. You can see how they spell the name, Sicily. And an army of 20,000 warriors, including a battalion of Amazons and 1,000 Pig soldiers who form a kind of sacred band. That is about showing the rest of the Alright.
All right, you two, moving along. Oh.
So that is the picture, this is the portrait of Yas Antoine. And this is the picture of Yas Antoine. Yas Antoine she was 60 years old when they arrested her to that cell over there. So how can a 60-year-old lady lead 20,000 soldiers? Yas Antoine died in Seychelles when she was 81 years old. But she was buried in Kumasi in Mexico.
How old was she?
60.
Not in that picture.
60 years. Yes, she was 60.
And at that point she was married?
She was living there, yes. And yes, Yas Antoine, I even read a book. They say that when they were bringing her to that cell, she was naked. They said that they stripped her naked and they even stated the color of the waist bead that she was wearing in that book. Yes. And this is the first picture that she took in her life. Because that was when the British arrested her.
When she led the Ashantis to war, how old was she?
60. That was when she took this picture, 60 years old. You can see, 60 years. So that Yasantua picture that you've been seeing, that is not her.
She was quite younger.
That is not Yasantua.
Oh yeah.
Yasantua, they didn't, or I can't say, Yasantua never took a picture in a war dress.
So that's just what they imagine.
That is their imagination, that is inspiration.
Yeah.
But Yasantua, that is the repertoire of Yasantua.
Because that's not the picture shown in the.
That picture, you can see that she was in a war dress and Yasantua was never in a war dress. This one, they arrested her when she surrendered. Like they conquered the village that she was hiding. So when she surrendered, when she came out, they took her this
This makes sense because the British should have the ability to capture you in your
war dress. Yeah, because that much was really holding a weapon, and that time Ashanti has nothing like
pictures and stuff.
So this was when she surrounded with the golden spoon, fake one. So this is a picture of the original golden spoon. That comes out every 5 years during the Ashanti festival called Akweside or Adekesi.
Is it real gold?
It's real gold, yeah, with some bells over there. So that is the current Ashanti king, Otumfuo Osetu II, who reigned from 1999 to date. He's the 16th Ashanti king. He succeeded his uncle, the 15th king, called Otumfuo Kukwari II, who reigned from 1970 to 1999. Okukwari also succeeded the 14th king, Nana Adjumani II. This king restored the Ashanti Confederacy. He fought for independence for the Ashanti from the British in 1935. He was very handsome. He succeeded this king, Nana Prempeh I. This was a king that they arrested to the Seychelles Island. This is a king who refused to pay that 50,000 ounces of gold. When he went to Seychelles, the British was brainwashed because he stayed there for 28 years. So the British taught him how to read and write the English language. And they also introduced him to Christianity. So in the Ashanti royal family, all of them are traditionalists, but they also go to the Anglican church. And they also taught him how to read and write. So it's mad and another child died in the session. So when he came back, he made the sister to be the queen mother, to be the queen of the Ashanti nation. Do you understand? You say?
Who did he make to be the queen mother? Like, was she somebody in his family?
From his family. You know, the Ashanti system of heritage is matrilineal. Imagine that, like, you know, that is if your husband is the king and that doesn't make you the queen.
Right.
It's your husband's sister or his mother who can be the queen. And when your husband dies, it's not your child who succeeds the throne. It is his brother or his nephew, something like that, can be the king. So it's always on the mother's side, matrilineal. So during the war, the Ashanti killed a lot of the British. So these were the British who were left in Kumasi. So they took this picture in this building. That is a governor who came for the golden stool. And this man, he was a missionary. He introduced the Presbyterian church to Ghana. He was called Ramsey. That is him. That is why Presby in Ghana we call Ramsey. That is him. So there is a letter that they wrote in French to the Ashanti traitor. This is the original version, but it's been translated to English. Yes. So it's been translated to English. This is the original one. The original one is here. It's been scanned here.
Then
Glowed up here. But this is the translated one in English here.
So what is that?
This one is in French, but this is the original one that the governor wrote. But
So with this picture, who was the one that was asking for the stool?
that is him.
That's him.
That is
That's
him.
his wife next to him?
That is his wife next to him.
Okay. And they will hold up in this.
Hold up. So you can see that some of them are even injured. That was when the war ended. So this is the letter. He said that we shall be able to hold out at the most until Wednesday, 20th of June. You must arrive here on that date at the latest. If this message reaches you, reply immediately, informing me where you are and when you can arrive here. The rebels, they were calling the Ashantis the rebels rather. The rebels will make the last effort between Kasi and Ye. You will have to overcome at least 2 stockades. The relief column, that means the reinforcements, the soldiers. The relief column must bring with it as large a supply of food as possible. Please understand that this is the last effort we can make to await your arrival here. Yeah, so there is a warm up, there is a fort where we are now. So the Ashantis have surrounded the fort. Enoma blockade, they block every road that the British can pass through and come and rescue them. By finally, the British were able to break the one to Cape Coast, that place, to come and rescue their people. They came with powerful weapons. So, okay. Okomfanoche commanded the golden suit from the sky. 1695, you know pictures of camera. So this is a depiction of how Okomfanoche used to dress over there. The one who commanded the golden suit from the sky. Like a depiction, you know, that is why, yes, because 17th century story, yeah.
okay, that is history.
You say, oh, some people think that it's a myth, but eventually.
Whether to believe or not is your decision.
Yeah. Please, are you an Ashanti? Okay.
I'm one.
You are one. So you believe that the police took it from the sky? Yes, every Ashanti will say that he came from the sky.
Yeah, who doesn't like to feel powerful?
Ashanti don't want to hear the name of this guy. Second, it was me. This governor came and bent down the whole Kumasi. Second, it was me. They used to call him Sagranti because the people pronounce the second properly. Sagranti. He bent down the whole Kumasi and he made the Ashanti sign a treaty that they were paying that huge sum of money. That is that governor. The Ashanti don't want to hear the name. And every Ghanaian loved this governor. God and God's way. He bought the Kolobu Teaching Hospital. He started railway in Ghana. He did a lot of stuff for Ghana. Achimota School and those stuff. The first war that the Ashantis fought with the British was in 1824. In that war, the Ashantis defeated the British and they beheaded the British governor's head called Sir Charles McCarthy. And they captured these cannons from the British. Yes, Irish Mumbi. And they captured these cannons from the British in 1820. A sector, yeah. These are some stuff that the British presented to the Ashanti chiefs who helped them defeat the Ashantis. Something like this as a trade just to, yes. And in Kumasi, you can see that we have some streets known as, we have Upper Road, Stewart Avenue, Jackson Park, Rattree Park and those stuff. It was named after our chief commissioners. Now the position is represented as the regional minister. But the chief commissioners were all British. So we have a picture of Stewart, Upper, and Rattree and Jackson all over here. So we name it after them. Yes. So can we move here? Any questions here? I hope you're really having a nice talk.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. So there's the thickness of the fort. 3 feet thick. You can show 3 feet wide. So if you are starting to shoot, you are placed at the back of the crate. After you are first have mango all around. That was when we were using their guns before the Ashantis outside. So as I told you that in the olden days, 90% of the soldiers were from northern part of Ghana. And you are from northern part of Ghana. In the olden days, most of the northerners were having single names. So if you join the army, and the British are filling documents, they need to see whether you have a surname, but they were not having surname. So they will ask you where you come from or your tribe, and they'll use that one as your surname. So these black soldiers fought very well. When they came back, the British awarded them. Their names must sound funny, but it's their real names. We have Patopo Adagati. That means it's a Adagati man. Sidiki Moshi from the Moshi tribe. Asam Bazambari. Bazambari is this tribe, Samraman. Dogo ye, why is a tribe in Nigeria? Not the Busanga man. See the Hausa and Mama Beriberi. Mama Beriberi. The last one is a fancy called Gofresaki. These soldiers did very well. When they came back, they were rewarded. But in all, the British didn't pay the Ghanaian soldiers who fought for them in the Second World War. They came back in 1945, they didn't pay them. 1947, still nothing. 48, January, they never paid them. So on 28th of 1948, all of the soldiers who went for the Second World War, who survived and came back to Ghana, they all marched to where the governor lives, Christianborg Castle, now also Castle. They were creating awareness that the British soldiers should pay them. So while they were making the noise, the British were sacking them that they should go. But they were still standing and making the noise. So one of the British soldiers called Major Imri, he took his gun. When he took his gun, he shot randomly. And he killed these 3 soldiers. These are their names. We have Sergeant Agete, Corporal Atiku, and Private Odatilante. So they are being commemorated every year on every 28th February. So the death of these 3 soldiers made the big 6. I don't know, we have the big 6 on. I am not trouble with the big 6. In our currency, we have some 6 people. They are known as the big 6, including Kwame Nkrumah. Most of them were in UK and America studying democracy and politics. So when they heard the death of these 3 soldiers, they came back to Ghana to start fighting for independence. So our road to independence started from this point. When they started killing the soldiers that who fought for the World War. Yes.
Do they ever give them compensation? Do they ever get compensation?
I'm not sure. Okay, Ghana as a country had a compensation, but I don't think not the soldiers. Because the British left huge money for the country.
No, the country did not for that.
Yeah, but Kwame Nkrumah misused it. So we are going to the next place. Yeah.
Okay, I'm coming. like some form of tribal scars. Okay, guys, moving on.
Yes, so now this is the Ghana flag. Designed in the year 1987 by Mr. Lucia Salomeko. So that's the Ghana flag. The red for the blood of the fathers who fought for independence. Actually, this color, it was gold initially, but now it has turned to yellow. It stands for the gold and the minerals that we have, and the green is for the nature of the land, the vegetation, and the black is for Africa. But formerly, there was a time that the Ghana flag, it has 3 black stars. Because Kwame Nkrumah was uniting forming one African state, and the 3 black stars stand for Ghana, Guinea, Mali. So Ghana, Guinea, Mali were all using this flag until 1966 when Kwame Nkrumah was impeached. Then we came back to use this flag, the 1 black star. So there is the Ghana coat of arms. Yes, our motto is freedom and justice. That is the coat of arms. And if you take a look at this flag, you can see that we have is the military flag. This is the Ghana Army flag, and these are also some flags of the Ghana Army. There is a battalion called known as the parachuters, the para battalion, but now it's decommissioned. You can see that we have some names here. These are the names of the cities and towns that our soldiers went there and had victory in the world wars. We go into Narugumbe in Cameroon. We won the Germans over there. Kamina, Juba, Udara, Douala, Ewa, Bulu, Erisilo, Abyssinia, and East Africa. We won the Italians over there too. And in North Arakan, Mwanwan, Burma, Tongo, and Canada, they defeated the Japanese over there. And in this flag, you can see that we have Narugumbe, Kamina, Ashanti 1873-74. That is the Ashanti war that they burned down the whole city of Kumasi. Ashanti 1900, that is the war of the Golden Stool. So you may ask yourself that why is that we have the Ashanti kingdom names in the Ghana Army flag? In all the Ashanti wars that the British fought with the Ashantis, was like the British were using the Gold Coast soldiers to fight against the Ashantis because Ashanti wasn't part of Gold Coast until 1902. So in all the wars, it was like our own people fighting against each other, as they used the Ghanaians just to fight in the World War. Yes, that is why it's documented. So I'm going to show you the first black soldier that the British allowed him to wear shoes in the next room over there. That was in 1837. Yeah, that is the Royal West African Frontier Force.
Okay, I'm coming. Just give me one more. It's Cameroon. Okay, Ashanti 1900. Douala. All right.